What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, once again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. As I said in my previous video that I just uploaded about Snake Man and Katakuri, make sure to go ahead and check out that video if you guys haven't done so already. But in this video, we are going to be talking about the new Super Evolved characters that are going to be arriving on One Piece Treasure Cruise Japan. I believe it will be starting on the 1st of January, so the first day of 2019, I believe these characters will be available, and that is going to be Dogstorm and Cat Viper. These are some very highly anticipated 6+s that many players have been waiting to see for a long time, especially because Dogstorm is probably out of the two. Definitely Dogstorm is the weakest character out of the two, and a lot of people really wanted to see him become a better character overall, and honestly, he did get a buff. He did get a buff. I'm not going to say it's an amazing buff, but he did get one. Also, Cat Viper did get a slight change as well, and we'll be going through all of the details in this video, so let's go ahead and get into it. But before we do that, once again, huge shoutouts to Koala-san over on the subreddit for the translations, and also massive shoutout to Japan, Uber Als, and also Anton. Links to all of those will be in the description down below for data mining and translating all of the brand new characters. So let's go ahead and get straight into the video. So the first character that we are going to be discussing is going to be Dogstorm, the Super Evolved version of Dogstorm. Now, the artwork is actually pretty crazy. I didn't think they were going to be going with artwork like this. Thought it would have been a little bit more intimidating artwork, but either way, we've got Inuarashi being all jolly there. He is going to be a strength cerebral slasher, so he does not change any of his classes or his typing. He currently, at this current time, I do not know his max statistics after his limit break. Obviously, with the Super Evolution, they are going to get a buff to their health and attack and recovery, so they are going to be better. We just don't know what the exact values are at this current time. Now, he's going to be a 65 cost, like most other Super Evolved characters, and he's going to have 5 socket spots. Now, his Captain effect is where he does get a slight improvement here. He's going to boost Cerebral characters' attack by 3 times, and then when your health is low, he's going to boost the chain coefficient by 1.5 times. Now, going back and comparing the original Inuarashi, the pre-Super Evolved version of him, he would only boost all Cerebral characters' attack by 2.75 and the 1.5 times chain when you're below 30% HP. If you're above that threshold, it's just a plain 2.5 times attack to Cerebral. So yeah, definitely a much highly anticipated upgrade for his specific captain ability. It's not too crazy where it's like an OP upgrade, but it is just a nice upgrade overall, just meaning that if you are lacking a good Cerebral captain and he is your only good Cerebral lead, then he just gets even better. So just comparing, he gets a universal 3 times just all the time to all the Cerebral characters, but then when you are at that low threshold, that's when you get your chain boost. So his actual damage output is going to be very, very high, just because of the fact that, previously having the 2.75 plus the 1.5 times chain, you can get some pretty good damage with that, and just upgrading it to a 3 times, and especially because you can partner him with so many other good Cerebral captains nowadays that, you can get some pretty good damage with just having him as your captain and then using a friend captain, maybe 6+ Crocodile. You can still use V2 Rayleigh. He would work very, very well with this character, considering, he's a character that does rely on being at low health. His special ability helps you get to that low health threshold. But yeah, overall, very, very good upgrade to his captain effect. And now talking about his special ability, now this time he's going to go ahead and max out at 13 turns with max skill ups and limit break. He doesn't actually get any cooldown reduction with his special ability, unfortunately, but he's going to reduce your crew's HP significantly, which helps you get into that threshold to get his chain coefficient buff. Now, the original Inuarashi was an 80% health reduction, so I would assume it's going to be the exact same, and also he's going to reduce one enemy's health by 20%. That is completely new. He did not do that previously. I believe previously he actually did a little bit of damage, so they've just replaced the damage output with the 20% health cut, which is significantly better, and he does tap timing bonus damage for 1 turn, but previously it was an 80 times tap timing bonus output. Now it is 130 times his attack. Now, obviously with his Super Evolution, he's going to have much more attack, and the fact that it's 130 times his attack, that adds so much damage output. That is absolutely crazy, dude. Obviously, this upgrade is quite nice, but I really don't see too many players utilizing this character that much. You know, he's going to be boosted likely for the next treasure map, so I can see a lot of people utilizing them then. But I think that, you know, still, he is a nice upgraded unit, but I just don't see too many JP players going out of their way to try and fit this guy into their team, because there are just so many other characters that just do better things than him, and he doesn't really provide any utility whatsoever, aside from perhaps reducing your own HP to, you know, your own standards, so you can use a specific captain ability or another specific special ability. Reducing health is quite nice. The tap timing just gives you extra damage output. It's kind of like a win more type of situation, but there really aren't too many teams nowadays that could really benefit from a character like this Dogstorm. It's just kind of like, you know, now that you've got the old Dogstorm, if you have him, you can upgrade into just a better version of him. So if you want to use him, he's just going to be better. And now we get to talking about everyone's favorite of the two. I would say that Cat Viper is going to be the favorite of the two. Cat Viper now, he did get a super evolution here, and he is going to maintain his typing and his class as being a Psy Striker powerhouse character. Once again, like Inuarashi or Dogstorm, we do not know what his max statistics are, but obviously with the super evolution, it is going to be much higher. Now, again, with 65 cost, like most other super evolution characters, and also 5 socket spots. Now, his captain effect actually did get not much of a change, to be perfectly honest. They only really changed one specific thing, and that is literally the first sentence of his captain effect, where he will slightly increase the rate of matching orbs. Now, at this current time, I'm pretty sure this is what the translation is. I've seen a couple of different places say that he increases the chances of landing on a type slot, and I've seen other people say that it's increased chances of matching orbs. I would think it's going to be matching orbs. That would make a lot more sense, because obviously, you know, there's no one that's a recovery or a tandem type class or a type character, so that would make a lot of sense that he's going to increase the rate of matching orbs, which ultimately means that you're going to get a higher chance to reach your 3.75 times multiplier. For those who don't know how this character actually works, he's going to be a striker captain where he boosts all strikers by 1.25 for their HP, but he's going to boost their attack by 3.75 only when you land on a type slot, so a strength, dex, quick, psi, or int orb, or a rainbow orb. So I like the fact that they have the rainbow orb. That was obviously with his original version as well. Rainbow orbs being fantastically that they're there, because it means that you can use a character like Shirahoshi to just get a massive benefit from this, because Shirahoshi being a striker character works so well with Neko, and you can get your 3.75 times attack boost just really easily with Shirahoshi, and you know, those orbs cannot be manipulated at all. So his captain effect honestly is just a great upgrade. You know, there wasn't really much that they could do to make Neko Mamashi better than what he already was. He already was just immensely better than Inuarashi or Dogstorm. So the fact that he is a 3.75 when you land on your type slot still, but the fact that they made it increased chances of matching orbs, really big thumbs up for me personally for his captain effect. Now, talking about his special ability, I am very impressed with what they've done in terms of upgrading his special ability, because when you look at his original special ability, it did damage and make colored orbs beneficial to strikers. Looking at that, I really didn't know what they were going to do in order to upgrade that character's special ability. It didn't really make a lot of sense. There weren't really too many things that they could do to upgrade the character to make it, you know, worthwhile to super evolve. But they have gone ahead and made it some way that it's actually worth doing, because this is a really great upgrade now. So he's going to max at 10 turns like his original version, with no cooldown reduction with his super evolution. He's going to deal large side damage to one enemy. I'm not 100% certain what his original multiplier was. I would assume it would be something still pretty significant. On the database it says it's 60 times, so I would assume that maybe upgrade it to maybe 80 times his attack and side damage to one enemy. Then he also makes all type slots beneficial to strikers, which is exactly what he did before. And then they've added some awesome piece of utility here with reducing 3 turns of attack down and bind on your crew. Now, that piece of utility is actually pretty interesting. So with the bind reduction, that wasn't really that needed. There were already quite a few striker characters. Namely, the first one that comes to my head is actually the Dex Rare Recruit Kandro that actually came out with Legend Neko, who actually removes 5 turns of bind as well as a 2.75 chain locker fantastic unit for striker teams, and also makes Dex Orbs beneficial with his Sailor ability. But this character, you know, with strikers in particular, they didn't really have that many good characters that could get rid of attack down status. And I was just looking at the database right now in terms of strikers that can get rid of attack down. There aren't that many characters that can actually do it. So there's Int Baccarat, who came out with the Film Gold Badge, and she actually removes it by 3 turns as well. She's a fantastic unit. There's also a Treasure Map Rare Recruit character, which a lot of people won't really have. There's a Story Mode Vinsmoke Judge that actually comes out that gets rid of some attack down as well. And also the latest released Treasure Map unit on JP, being Treasure Map Nami, also gets rid of attack down status. So, you know, there weren't that many good characters in terms of strikers that could get rid of attack down, and now your main lead for strikers will get rid of attack down, which is awesome. It actually frees up a lot of space on your crew because he now, you know, gives you your matching orbs, of course, and also the fact that he is also a really great utility unit. So overall, they didn't actually change that much with both Dogstorm and Cat Viper, but what they did change was for the better, most definitely. You know, there wasn't really anything that was a weird change, something that wasn't really unnecessary. I think that the changes that they have made were pretty good, and there wasn't really much else they could do, otherwise they would get into the realm of being like way too OP, kind of like Snake Man. You know, Snake Man is just absurd with what they've done with him. But anyways, that is going to conclude this video, guys. I really hope you guys have enjoyed the breakdowns of not only these two characters, Cat Viper and Dogstorm, but also Katakuri and Luffy. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you guys have enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.